Welcome to Sephora.
I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey.
I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse?
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
What is going on, everybody? Ryan, Larry, William Tinkup here. Welcome to the Barf. It's a look back at the week that was so you can prepare for the week that is. Mr. William Tinkup, how you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing good. Sunday, sunny. It's beautiful outside.
Yeah.
And
no hail today, no rain?
Nah, man, you know, it's Texas. It's summer. Everybody's bitching about the rain, and all of a sudden, well, there's no more bitching about the rain. Rain's gone now.
Now it's 112, and
rain
life
won't be
sucks.
back until about September. We'll see you.
Yeah. We have actually, I was doing my healthy little walk the other day because I like to have good cardiovascular systems and I want to live long. And all the creek beds were dust. Dried up dust, and we don't really see that a lot around here. So I'm thinking the world is going to burn up. Climate change is real.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I wasn't going to get into the debate from last
you have
week,
to.
but
You have to.
I mean,
You're just excited, right? You watch that and you're like, oh my God, I don't know.
Yeah, here we go.
Both candidates, this is going to be great. Oh my God, cage match. It's going to be fantastic.
We shall see. I did force in the so here, this is the interesting part. In the beginning, I did force. I say we, my wife, her idea. I went along with it because I thought it was good. Forced the two younger kids to watch the debate because the older one's out partying down in the Outer Banks.
Yeah.
So we had the 13-year-old and the 10-year-old watch the debate with us. They were pissed. They did not want to watch it. As soon as Biden walked in, I can't even make this up. They died. They were laughing on the ground, rolling
No, it's a bit,
the entire time. It was 60 minutes or 100 minutes, whatever it was. They were awake the whole time. They watched the entire debate and they just laughed. Like they couldn't stop. And I was like, well, at least they watched the debate.
Huh.
And they are educated now.
This will be their first memory of politics. Great.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, but whatever. We got more important things to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Like the news. So I'm gonna kick off. I'm gonna kick off here this week. I'm gonna jump ahead of you. So this is a funny one for me. So we all know about fake employees, right?
Correct.
And faking work, fake interviews. Wells Fargo fired 12, maybe a little more than a dozen employees for simulating keyboard activity. So I get it. Nothing new here, right? This has been done before.
I already like these people.
I was not expecting this week. Like, I just wasn't expecting it. They simulated, a group of people at Wells Fargo simulated keyboard typing and activity.
Just got to move that mouse, baby.
That's all you got to do. And I know people that do this. That do this. They put their little key card in. And if you're watching, because I know you like to watch and stalk me, yes, I'm talking about you. And I'll say his first name, John. I'm not going to say his second name. His second name is last name. But I know he does it. This is a real thing. So they fired 12 people, a dozen people, for simulating keyboard activity.
They had to have the technology behind it to prove that is actually quite fascinating.
It is,
so,
yes.
Do I hate the people for doing it? No, man. That's a part of life. I mean, I had people clock me in I clocked other people in.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the way it is.
We joke around and say we're no longer employable, but this is why we're not.
Straight up.
Because we're going to go find these people. We're going to interview them next week on the show.
100%. No, I want to know more. If you know how to hack that, give me some more hacks.
We're going to find these
down.
people.
Ryan, 260 nuggets. McDonald's nuggets. What do you think about 260 nuggets? If I were to give you 260 McDonald's nuggets, what would you think? Where's your mind immediately
I'd have
go?
to buy 26 10-piece meals. That's
There you
what
go.
I'd say.
There you go. So, McDonald's ends artificial intelligence drive-through test amid errors. It thought that a 10-piece nugget meal was 260 nuggets.
Oh,
so this said,
I'll take it. I mean, as long as they're not. Oh, that they fired their AI drive-throughs, right?
That's correct.
Yes,
that's correct. So this is at uknews.yahoo. Go take a look at it, read the whole story because it's funny as shit to me. So this is AI. It's gonna fuck up like a petulant child. It's just kind of a part of it. Don't fret. It'll grow up at one point, be responsible eventually. Side note, my favorite sauce is hot mustard. So
mustard.
Yeah, in Texas, I don't know if it's.
I don't think we have we have hot mustard. I don't think McDonald's has. At least
no. McDonald's has a specific sauce for. It's called hot mustard, and it is a hot mustard. Shocking, not shocking. That's what it's labeled. So yeah, but 260 nuggets, dude. That's I
hate going into these restaurants now and getting the machine, and it's like it's hard. It's really hard to order.
It's self-checkout.
Yeah. Did you see the meme? It's supposed to self-check. This is where we get off fucking track now. But the meme where it was somebody as a Walmart, whatever, he was like in the break room taking a break and he didn't work there. And the guy's like, "Who are you? Why are you here?" And security. He's like, "Well, I'm on break." He was done self-checking out, and now he's taking a break. He was checking. I thought that was pretty funny.
Hire that guy.
That was pretty funny. All right, so I want to get your take on this. So Meta announced that it's going to be reducing its VP positions from 300-ish to about 250. Okay, so and then there's obviously a lot of layoffs and things like that, right? Like 10,000 here, 10,000 there, 12,000 there. And so not to dismiss the layoffs, but here's my take on this because we study this. A lot of these layoffs aren't because companies are doing bad, especially Meta. Right. Let's use Meta as an example. No. These aren't layoffs because the company's doing bad. These are layoffs because they have 150 projects going on, 200 projects going on in their labs, right? So these are innovative laboratory type products that may or may not ever see the day of light. And these people are hired to work on these projects, and they know this coming in. So when they're laid off after, it could be 5 years, doesn't matter. After they're laid off, it looks bad. But a lot of these are downsizing or laying off bets because the projects end. Right. Yeah.
I think the thing when you go from 350 to 250 in a mid-management position, it's the positive is you get flatter, so you become more agile.
Correct.
The downside is when you're hiring people, they want to see a pathway to success and obviously upward pathway, right? So the upside, agility. The downside is mobility. So the thing is balancing those two things out and thinking about mobility a little bit differently. It's like you don't have to have a title. You can just get more money, or you can take international positions, etc. But you've got to communicate all that stuff.
Right.
So
so not necessarily breaking news.
No, but it's good to talk about.
But yeah, they're downsizing in these positions, and I just thought it was worth bringing up because a lot of these projects are just ending; they didn't work out. So,
and because of the debate last week, I found this on thehill.com. most young voters say it's harder to buy a house, raise a family, and get a good job. So, yeah. But thinking about that, now, of course, there's data and stuff like that. So please go read this because it's a poll. And it's a poll based on housing and family and jobs. And it's kind of tells you a lot of different things.
Yep.
But it made me think that it's, back to my parents. So my parents were married in 58 in Temple, but they spent their time in Austin. And it was hard for them. Like, I remember my mom telling me stories about, they barely could get food and they had to have family, like come over and take care of the kids and getting a good job. That was a joke, so it made me really think it's always been hard. It'll always be hard.
Yeah.
It's a part of life, but growing up sucks. Getting older sucks. Turns out, I think it's just life. And
life sucks.
No, I think there's some fun parts in there. I just think that transitional part where didn't have any responsibility, now you have a bunch of responsibility. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
And then obviously on the other end of that is the point where your mind tells you can do something, your body says, no, you can't do that anymore.
Right. You're not 25 anymore.
Turns out.
All right. So John Deere, which I do not have anything John Deere at the house. Not because I don't support them, just because I don't cut my own lawn because I'm just lazy.
I want to take a break real quick just to let you know about a new show we've just added to the network. Up Next at Work, hosted by Gene and Kata Keel of the Devon Group. Fantastic show. If you're looking for something that pushes the norm, pushes the boundaries, has some really spirited conversations, Google Up Next at Work, Gene and Kata Keel from the Devon Group.
So they are paying more than $1 million, $1.1 million over racial discrimination allegations. So this is an interesting one because I'm not sure where I fall. So discrimination, bad, got it, right? So it was 277 people, both Black and Hispanic job applicants at the facilities in Illinois and Iowa. Right. So there were 265 Black applicants, 12 Hispanic. So Deere, I don't know if they're taking responsibility for it or whatever, but they agreed to get out of the deal. So a little over $1 million. They've also agreed to extend 53 job offers to eligible class members in that mix, or part of, not necessarily those particular people, but in that mix. And so what I started to think about here is, do they really care? Right? And this is like they're settling. This is kind of like, okay, we're going to settle. We're going to keep this as low as we can on the radar. We're going to take our licks. We're going to pay $1 million. We're going to offer 53 people that aren't white jobs and see where it goes from there. But these are the things, and again, this is, I know you'll have a take on this. These are the things that kind of bother me. It's, if you don't care, you don't care.
They just pay the fine.
They pay the fine, right? And I can't make a difference in there. You can't make a difference. We can talk about making a difference.
They got to want to make a difference.
They got to want to make a difference. It's really frustrating. The only thing I can do is not have a John Deere mower, which I don't anyway because I don't cut the lawn. So,
right. I think, did I ever tell you my T-shirt idea on John Deere?
No, but I'm sure I'd like to wear it.
All right, so check this out. It's just your regular green, yellow John Deere logo, right? Mm-hmm. But it says John Dope.
John Dope.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'd probably get a cease and desist on that thing. I think you're right. I think inherently this is either bad managers, bad recruiters, bad hiring managers, people that are just fucking racist, and they just want it to be the status quo or whatever.
Right.
And they'll just deal with the fine.
Yeah.
And you're not going to change that. Or if you want to change that, then society has to say, no more John Deere.
Yeah, and I'm not I don't know that this is John Deere's stance, right?
No, of course
this
not.
could be the
this
recruiters.
is just in Iowa and
untrained.
Illinois. Yeah.
Right. It's untrained recruiters. It's untrained people in the hiring process. Untrained interviewers, etc.
Or trained in the wrong way. I could see very easily. I could see a manager saying, "This isn't our audience. These are not people, quote unquote, people that will get along inside of this environment." Blah blah blah. It'd be too disruptive. All the traditional excuses. Mm-hmm. I can see all that playing out for recruiters going, "Okay, totally get it," and buying into that.
So forget John Deere for today.
Let me go ahead and give you a story around Netflix. So this was found on thestreet.com. Always has some funny stories. Netflix tells managers to fire employees if they fail unusual tests. That's the headline.
What is the test?
All right. So Netflix views its company as a dream team. It's veering away from what it used to identify itself as a family. So first of all, whenever a business says it's a family, they're fucking lying. Check. Yeah, Netflix culturally positioned itself as a family. Now they're distancing that and they're to a dream team. In an effort to strengthen the dream team, it encourages managers to use a keeper test to determine whether or not to fire an employee. So, would you test? A keeper test. Would you keep this employee if they were getting another job? So there's simple tests. They're about to march into your office virtually.
Oh, that's Zoom. The actual. It's not like a
that's
test.
It.
Like,
that's it.
Oh, I was waiting for the test. Like some ridiculous interview question type thing.
Would you keep this person? Are they a member of your dream team? And I just watched the Last Dance for the third time. So there's a bit in there about the 92 Dream Team. And, Christian Laettner was the only one that was really, questionable on whether or not he was supposed to be there. Hey, this is William Tincup. Listen, we did a series for iSolved called Heroes of HR, where we talk to HR practitioners. And these are just your run-of-the-mill, everyday, slogging it out, 300 employees in Cedar Rapids. HR pros. Mostly it's centered around iSolved and what they do with iSolved, but also they talk a lot about kind of the day-to-day rigor of HR. If you're curious about that, search for Heroes of HR wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you. Yeah.
Never panned out. Yeah.
Great college player. Did translate to the pros.
Was he a great college player? Did he just have a couple...
Dude,
I mean, I know. I saw a documentary.
They won 3 championships.
I know, but he just didn't feel.
Did you not see a turnaround game-winning shot to win the national championship? Like, what do you need the guy to do?
I mean, everybody emulated it on the courts. I get it. Still today, they're like, oh, later. But I don't know. I just don't remember watching him and feeling.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have the same pizzazz as like a Jordan at North Carolina.
Yeah.
But, I don't hate this. So I'll tell you why. This is stay interviews and exit interviews and things like that. But thinking about your team and thinking about regrettable turnover in a way of saying, I need to get ahead of this before it hits me. So before Susan comes into my office or on a Zoom call or whatever, schedules a meeting and says, hey, I got this wonderful opportunity. If this forces me to think about that and I don't want Susan to leave. I don't ever want if Susan's going to go somewhere, I want her to go within the company.
Right.
If I get her promoted and get her to a different place, that's an altogether different deal. Keep her in the way that they're thinking about it. It's not you keeping the person. It's really the Netflix not losing that talent.
Right. Yeah.
I don't hate that. I mean, when you read it, you're like, oh man, this is harsh.
Yeah. No, I like that. And it's interesting. I can remember specifically, very vividly, a number, right? 3 or 4 people that I never wanted to lose.
Right.
And I didn't care where they went. I didn't care where they went.
As long as I stayed within you.
Yeah, and you've worked with Juan Hubert. He was one. I didn't care where he went. Like he was a good person, right?
Yep.
He was good at what he did. He was always there, regardless, to help me or anybody, really. Yeah. And I just think he would be an asset anywhere within within the company. There's a couple very vivid memories of people like that I would just wanted to keep.
If it forces you as a team member, as a manager, as a leader to think about how do we retain talent,
yeah,
I got no hate in my heart for it.
Now, on the flip side to that, and this might be getting off topic, what I didn't like is rating the team 1 through 5, and you had to have so many 1s, so many 5s, so many 3s.
Oh no, you can't give a.
Yeah.
It can't be. You have so many minimal mins and maxes.
Right.
You can't do
right.
that.
And the theory about you need so many consistent. But I get that. But I want to give this guy a 5 or a 1, but I have to give him a 3 because I have too many.
No, that's horrible.
I like the idea of do you want to keep this person?
Period.
It's either a yes or no. Yeah.
And if you don't, work on getting them to their next greatest opportunity.
Exactly. And that could be outside the company.
Yes.
That could be outside the company. Love it. That's actually a good story. Proud of you for that one. Your day is complete. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right. So Target stepping into 2024, rolling out Gen AI chatbot to the store employees. Walmart does this. A couple of other stores already do this. I like this a lot for employees.
Find shit.
Exactly. Yeah, they help you find it. You don't have to ask an employee. And it just sounds basic, and it is. It kind of is. I'm sure the tech behind it is fairly complex.
Right.
But this is pretty basic, right? I ask Mark or Jennifer, "Hey, where can I find shampoo?" Well, I think it's in aisle 4, and then they got to go ask somebody, or they try to walk you over. Just ask. Ask your little co-pilot here, and it'll tell me where to go. And I don't even need to walk across the store because it'll tell the employer or the employee there's no stock, right? So a lot of stores do this to an extent.
Yeah, Home Depot does.
Right, but the FAQs, the benefits questions, the employee question, all of that stuff,
cool.
They can shift schedule, shift change, they can swap shifts with people, real time, which is pretty cool. Now, I'd be very curious to see, and I don't think this is to the extent of what they're doing.
What's the Gen AI part of that?
I don't know. That's how they labeled it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's being generated? I mean,
I don't know, schedules. But I don't think that's Gen AI. I don't know. What I'm curious though is how will this work? And I think we're going to see this with other scheduling. Now, this is native. They built this internally.
Right.
But with some of these scheduling tools that are out here, and this is kind of where I got to start thinking about, for tools that are managing multi-location franchises, right? Old Navy, Gap, et cetera, that all share employees.
Right.
If they're real-time shift scheduling and shift swapping, how do you handle that as a manager? If I have William on my floor right now, but the store over here needs a William, and you swap with Jennifer, and you just change mid-shift.
It's coverage related.
Well,
yeah, but it's
switch
coverage
mid-shift.
Related. Yeah, but first of all, it would allow you to do that if someone else could do that for you.
Correct,
Meaning,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have, it's rules-based.
But what if I don't like Jennifer?
Well,
right? I'm a manager. I don't like the other employee coming from the other store. That's why I hired you.
It's coverage. It's coverage. Plus of all, it's flexibility. You want to keep these? You want to keep these folks?
No.
This is the way to do it. Ryan, what is a NEET? N-E-E-T. Without looking.
I feel like I know this.
Don't
Awkward
look.
Pause.
Don't you look. Don't you Google
I'm not
it.
looking. My hands are up. But the pause is going to cause a problem because as we edit, the AI is going to take that pause out.
As it should.
I feel like I know NEET. I don't. Didn't we just talk about this?
Nope. Not in employment, education, or training. That's NEET.
Not in employment, education,
or training. Now, that's meaning a person is not employed, they're not in school, and they're not in training.
Okay.
Now, let me explain. Gen Z are increasingly becoming NEETs by choice, not in employment, education, or in training, and creating record levels of youth unemployment around the world.
Wait, okay, back up. So these are people that are just saying, bruh, I don't want to work.
I'm not playing. I'm not. I see
this
what
is
you want
almost
me to
as
do.
bad as your fucking chrono working. Come on, like Jesus God.
No, dude. Seriously, I'm not working. Check. And by the way, you've got. We both got kids about this age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not working.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to school.
When your investors, customers, and workers demand more from your business, make it happen with SAP. The AI-powered capabilities of SAP can help you streamline costs, connect with new suppliers, and manage payroll, even when your business is being pulled in different directions. To deliver a quality product at a fair price while paying your people what they're worth too, so your business can stay unfazed. Learn more at sap.com/uncertainty.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
And I'm not going to be a training. So I'm just not doing any of those things.
What am I missing? Like,
they're choosing. Now here's the go. So record levels of unemployment around the world. I'll give you an example. So no hate. For me, when I first read that, it's like, hey, don't rush to work or take on responsibility as a child, because it'll be there. It ain't going to go anywhere. It's not you're not running from it. At one point, you'll have to do all those things. You'll have to grow up. You'll have to do those things. But so according to the International Labor Organization, about a fifth, 25%, of the people between 15 and 24 worldwide. So 15 and 24, a fifth of those people in 2023 are NEETs. A fifth.
So that means like
a fifth is actually 20%, just for the folks that are out there.
There's a chunk of people, sizable chunk,
just
that have graduated from college or high school.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I'm just playing Sega today. Is Sega even a thing?
That's exactly what they're doing. They're just basically saying, you know what? I choose not to play your game. I love it.
This game of life, I choose.
NEET. Can you imagine, are your parents allowing you to be a NEET? At any point in your life?
I guess so.
No, there'll be no NEETs for you.
All right, who's making money this week? Who got acquired?
All right, we got 2 acquisitions. Freelance.ca reinforces market leadership with Workhopper's acquisition. So this is at ca.finance.yahoo.
I like that domain, Workhoppers.
Workhoppers, isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
So 2 Canadian freelance marketplaces come together. In other news, if a tree falls in the forest. Just kidding. Congratulations to both of these marketplaces and their customers. But it's basically one acquires the other, and now they're much larger. Although I would freelance.ca, cool. Workhoppers is a better name.
Yeah.
But hope they keep that name.
Yeah.
All right. Second acquisition. TopTal. We talked about.
We have
TopTal about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And when they acquired Viron IT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was an acquisition that they did. Now, they announced a launch of TopTal Marketing and acquires Growth Collective. So this is a press release from them. TopTal, TOPTAL.com. Go and take a look at their news section. And so this is the second acquisition in 2 months that we report on, and they're the world's largest fully remote workforce. So check that out. Fully remote workforce. And so that's a cool acquisition. I mean, they're acquiring other players and building out stuff and doing it all fully remote, which I think is great.
Yeah, we'll have to maybe follow TopTal a little more. 2 in 2 months is pretty good. Yeah,
they're on a roll.
They are on a roll.
Research.
Make me smarter, baby.
It's the R. All right.
You're very good today. You've got 1 in 5 is 20%, right?
Yeah.
And the research starts with an R.
It's like Zorro.
But with an R.
Regulating the future. Responsible AI legislation trends and predictions. This is from Vero, VERO.ai.com. We've interviewed their CEO on the
I was going to say, they sound familiar.
So here's the deal. Keeping up to date with the intersection of AI and regulation is now part of your job.
Yeah.
So you've got to understand what's going on in those worlds. And so Vero AI reviewed 70 state and federal regulations on AI and data privacy and identified common themes. So the report's all about those themes that you need to know. Go take a look at it. Again, it's at their website, vero-ai.com. Go take a look at it in the resource section. And I found it fascinating because, again, it's one of those deals. You need folks like this company looking at that legislation and then distilling it in such a way of going, okay, that's an outlier. 18 states are saying this. Okay, right. Fair. That's something we should probably pay.
It's actually pretty meaningful and important.
It is.
And Vero's doing some cool things, so y'all should check them out too.
100%.
All right. Not as interesting as.
Oh, come on.
Or fascinating as.
Come on.
Being a Swiftie.
Yeah.
At work. So Taylor Swift and Beyoncé is helping life at work. They're making life better for burnt out employees. Do you know how they're doing this?
It's got to be bracelets.
Yeah, don't look. You cheated.
No, I mean, I got pitched people. I got pitched by a PR firm that had Taylor Swift bracelet kits.
Yeah,
and they wanted to send me a bunch of bracelet kits. I'm like, I have 2 sons. Like they would burn them.
I don't know. I really don't know. I had to put this in here because it's actually, this is interesting. But I kind of feel like, grow up, people. Like you're so burnt out at work that you have to trade Taylor Swift bracelets and bond over Beyonce lyrics to have meaningful work.
Yeah. I think that's what it's come to. It's come to. It's like, no.
But somebody
seriously.
actually researched this.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I get it. I sound like a negative Nancy or Norm, whatever you want to call me.
It's an extension of SIGs, special interest groups. So instead of drone racing, it's your love or hate of Taylor Swift.
No, I think this is different.
You think it's different?
Yeah, I don't know. It feels, maybe because I'm not a Swiftie, although she does have some good songs.
Yeah.
Beyonce's got some good songs. Yeah. I feel like this is an extension of the NEETs. So the NEETs come into this, and this is their entry into the workforce.
This is it. I want to exchange bracelets at work.
Oh God!
What?
But it's interesting. So check it out. It's on CNBC.com. Just Google Taylor Swift and Beyoncé how it's helping life at work, because this is a real thing. There's meetup groups, there's employee groups all around Taylor Swift. They get together, they do happy hour, they trade bracelets at work.
I just got dumber.
I didn't write the story, man. I just found it.
No. Fair enough. All right, so let me pitch you this one. The states that complain the most.
Dallas. Texas. Dallas isn't a state.
No, they're Cowboy fans for sure. Sometimes complaints are warranted, of course, but for some people, complaining is a hobby, even a lifestyle. In this study, they discovered where Americans complain the most. This is Preply, P-R-E-P, Preply.com. They should have done just the prep.ly. I don't know why they did that bit. Anyway.
Lie.
Right? So Preply. So you can slice and dice this data a lot of different ways, which is actually really cool. So you can go into it and go, what do they do? What do they complain about? Blah, blah, blah. All right. So 3 takeaways that I thought were really, really interesting. Mississippi, Alabama, and Nevada residents were found to be the biggest complainers in the country. Georgia, Oregon, and Connecticut residents were the least likely to complain about things. When it comes to relationships, 1 in 3 Americans say they have to cut ties with people who complain.
I might be in that bottom group there.
I am definitely in that bottom group.
Yeah.
People that complain whip my ass.
Toxicity, toxic people. Like it's for some it's easy. Some people just
get over it.
See ya. Like, goodbye. Others it's not. But it helps. It really affects you.
This happened yesterday. So my wife has a bunch of people over for a swim party.
Your wife?
No.
Okay.
If that were to happen, she would get rid of me. Yeah. So my wife has a pool party yesterday. A bunch of people over, blah, blah, blah. Of course.
Before we even go any further. Your wife had a pool party.
Yeah, no.
Were you invited?
No, I was in the office working, doing stuff, watching Blue Mountain State. I started a new series.
You're taking a nap. Yeah.
Pretty much. So anyhow, she has a bunch of people over, blah, blah, blah. I come out at the end of it, kiss hands, shake babies, whatever. And then I noticed that there's a Band-Aid bag sitting on our table. And I'm like, so what's up with the Band-Aids? She goes, yeah, one of the kids, they scraped their whatever, and one of the parents asked for a Band-Aid. And she goes, I realized that we didn't give our kids Band-Aids. And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't grow up with Band-Aids.
Yeah.
My dad would literally tell me to go rub dirt in it.
If the cut's big enough that you don't need a Band-Aid, you're going to get stitches.
Dude, seriously, my father, God rest his soul, my father, we did a bunch of manual labor, so we did a bunch of shit. So I've got all these scars and shit, and it would have to be, you're right, it would have to be stitches for my dad to even look at it. And if it wasn't stitches, he'd just go, it's a scratch. And
our kids scrape their toes on the bottom of the pool. Right. And so I'm like, you're going to be in the water. The damn thing's going to fall off.
Sorry. Get back in the water.
I do like
some chlorine will help that.
Yeah. Chlorine's going to help clean it. I like putting the new skin on there, and it just seals it up. Yeah. But I only do that when I get it on my fingers because I got to cast. And
my sons will have grown up with my father in their ear about, and because they'll come in and occasionally show me stuff like, I've got this bump or this scratch. I'm like, and
how did we get on the Band-Aids from toxic relationships?
It's people that complain.
The complaining. Got it.
People whip my ass. Oh, you've got a bump?
I am definitely in the go away from me. All right. Sephora. How did Sephora achieve 14% LGBTQ plus representation? So, did you know the average company representation for LGBTQ plus
1%
is roughly 7%?
Wow. Okay.
Sephora has eclipsed 14%.
Damn, double it.
Yeah. So they had some.
It's impressive.
Yeah, they did some research and interviews and all this stuff on because celebrate this, right? It's a really good thing. Yeah. And the article is, I'll tell you where it's from in a second. It's from, I found it on HR Brew. There we go, HR Brew. Thank you for the article. So it's interesting as you dig deeper, you go into Sephora, they have a whole bunch of stuff on how they've achieved this, and it's actually pretty interesting. But the way they explain it, and this is, and I say this facetiously, and I'm gonna not make a joke of it, but it's kind of silly to me. So they attribute the success to their ERGs and all their partnerships, external, internal partnership. But this is the part that's going to blow your mind. Okay. Their main reason is what they're saying is they've woven inclusion into all aspects of their business, from messaging on its website, diversity depicted in their social media, which they actually have a really good social media presence. And that's what this whole thing was built upon, just weaving it into the fabric of the company. And that was the big reveal. So I know there's a lot more behind that. And if you go on the Sephora, you can actually read that on some of the things they did, from partnerships and the ERGs they formed inside the company and how they support them. But in the end, honestly, it's being good humans and using common sense and just
think about it like
being
this.
good.
They're headquartered in San Francisco.
They are.
Right? Who do they serve? Who's their customer base?
Women.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
So
I think I know my daughters buy their shit every week.
Right. So it's like, okay, who do they serve? Who cares about the company?
Right.
It's not Mac Tools. Okay, but it would be cool if it was Mac Tools.
Right. I expect this from a Sephora.
I expect this from a Sephora because of who they serve.
Right. Who they serve, where they're located.
That doesn't. I mean, first of all, I'm just fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That they got 14% representation.
Yeah. It's closer to 15. It's like 14.8 or something like that.
Give it round up. It's 15%. Good for them. And I think it's good as a brand. It's a good as extension of who they are, serving the people that they serving the audience that they serve.
Yeah, and I think it's no, it's not. And we have a couple of Sephoras near us, and so when I found this earlier in the week, we do a habitual Amazon returner. And so one of the stores, Kohl's, which, by the way, I saw an article that they're going to stop that.
What?
And they're going to, there's like things they're putting into place around habitual returners. Like over a certain threshold, this and that. I'm like, oh shit, I got to stop this.
No, you just got to get your wife and your kids involved. Done deal.
Yeah, there's multiple addresses here, people.
Yeah.
But Sephora is inside of Kohl's. I don't know if you have Kohl's by you, but it's inside of Kohl's where we are, anyhow. And you can see it from their employee population, their signage, and the way that they have it all set up. Yeah, it's visible and you can see it. So
we'll know that we've really, and when I say society, we'll know that we'll really have achieved when you take a really, really, really hardcore masculine brand, whatever that may be,
with that.
And they're at 15%.
Right.
That's when we'll feel like, okay, we're really actually making some progress here.
Yeah.
All right. Right. 85% of people work with annoying colleagues. So let's just stop for a moment.
Are you telling me something, or
let's just stop there for a moment?
Who's the annoying one, me or you?
We're a two-person company. So we're going to need to get some colleagues to blame, is what I learned here. Anyhow, a new study by Kick Resume surveyed 3,000 employees to better understand how people manage grading colleague behaviors in the workplace. It's on Forbes.com, so you can go take a look at that. So first thing that I thought of is, okay, define annoying. Because like what you would define as annoying, what I define as annoying, two different things, or could be two different things. But they did. They actually defined the top 5 grading types of coworkers.
Okay.
Credit stealer, 33%. Micromanager, 32%. Chronic complainer, I think we've talked about complaining, 30%. Personal space intruder. There's a naughtiness factor to that.
Is that like a close talker?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah,
this is a close talker. Just somebody in your space. Get out of my space.
We have one or two in our little group.
Yeah.
Not us, but like a group at home where they lean into you and body parts are laying on you.
No, don't touch me. Don't touch me, son. You get shot.
Yeah.
I'm strapped. Don't touch me. And then the lunch thief is 27%.
I hated those. And at work, when I was in an office, is that what you're talking? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, taking my food, my drinks,
dude,
everything.
So I was a lunch thief.
I could actually. I'm not gonna lie. I probably have done that in the past.
If somebody had a Snapple in there that I wanted, that Snapple was mine. I don't give a shit if it had their name on it or whatever. I'm like, you put it in the fridge.
Yeah, you were the person that I was just like, that motherfucker. And I didn't really steal
people's food, Like unless it was closed, like somebody had like Jello or like something like
you wouldn't take leftover Chinese food.
Nah, man, you're good. I don't even like leftovers. Period. Not and somebody else's leftovers. No, it's like, yeah, no, I got no for that. But like if I opened up a fridge at work and I saw some shit that I wanted, I was like a Viking. I would just fucking take. I wouldn't think it wouldn't even cross my mind. Oh, that's Janice. I'm like,
so how many people are listening now that are like,
I don't give a fuck.
I knew it was him,
dude. I would drink that right at the fridge.
Oh my god,
Janet, thank you for the Snapple.
Oh, I thought this was the ginseng. Sorry, this must be yours.
Oh my god, this Arizona tea. This is. I'm so sorry. I'll get you one. Never. Anyhow, so the lunch thief, that's 27%. But the credit stealer, that's fair. Somebody, you do hard work, and you put it forth, and some douchebag fucking takes your
But I think in most like in most work environments,
right,
especially when we were in office, people knew the credit stealer.
Yeah, but I think remote has made that a little
Remote
bit
has
harder.
changed that. Yeah, that's a good topic to talk about. We should riff on that sometime.
We should figure that. We should figure that out. All right.
Yeah, we should. We got some dollars and pennies to talk about. So
we do.
Dust raises $16 million to help companies deploy AI assistance. So this was led by Sequoia. Which, because Dust is not an HR tech specific firm, I think lends a lot of good credibility to them.
Don't bet against Sequoia.
Don't bet against Sequoia. They do have one that I could find HR use case, which is I think called Quanto QUONTO UK-based financial services firm. They use Dust to power their performance management and to automate employee evaluations, real-time feedback, productivity, generate personalized employment development plans, things like that. So they do have a use case. I'm sure they have more. I just couldn't find it, but this is the one that I was able to find publicly. So I think the fact that they are already inside of a decent-sized firm, we potentially see more. You're laughing. What did I miss?
Wait, when you said Quanto, I'm like, man, I know that motherfucker. What do I know? Why do I know that? Why do I know that? And it was Squanto.
What?
It's an Indian term. It's an Indian name.
Oh, okay. I didn't mess the name of the company up, right?
No.
Okay. I was like, oh,
it's Quanto is the pronunciation. Quanto.
That's what I said.
But yeah, well,
I said
I think about the fourth time that you got there. But yeah. But I was thinking Squanto. So when you first said it, I'm like, man, I know that.
No, I thought you were going to come back and say you talked about this last week.
No. Although I always appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I like what they're doing. Let's see what happens. Go ahead.
Feather raises 6 million euros to go pan-European with its insurance platform for expats. So I found this on TechCrunch.com. So go ahead and take a look at it. You can obviously put their name in and figure it out. But expats in remote work. So one of the things is if you can't get them insurance for whatever reason, maybe Feather is an option for those living abroad. So, or if they're working multiple jobs or whatever, they can get insurance through Feather. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was a cool play. And again, 7 million euros is, about $9 million.
$6 million, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on how it trades. But anyhow, good for them. Good on them.
Nice. All right. Norm AI raises $27 million for AI-powered regulatory compliance platform. So this is all about compliance management. Does three things for our favorite friends that are CHROs. Compliance, risk mitigation, making sure employees are safe. They feel safe and are safe using all of this new technology that's getting pushed into the employee population. So we're seeing a lot of this. obviously we've had tons of conversations with companies that are in this space and doing things. I think what's in some of the trends that we've seen where some of these leaders are having issues is getting technology. I don't even know if we call it adoption. I mean, adoption is probably the right term, but getting it into the organization appropriately. So I guess adoption is the term I'm looking for. But I think what we're seeing is that a lot of these executives don't understand really how to get it into the organization.
100%.
And some of them are just worried because they just don't know the technology themselves. They just have a fear of not being able to, of not using it and not getting it in there. So anyhow,
I got a friend of mine that's why he's not buying technologies because his people aren't using it. So
yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, that's going to hurt them.
You know,
depends on what they're doing and what company it is, of course.
It's a great question. I'm not sure it will, because again, if you buy technology and no one uses it, does it hurt you?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, like okay.
Well, if it's a technology that would progress the business,
100%. No, you bought it for a reason.
Put it in, yeah.
No, you bought it for a reason, but your people aren't using it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
A tree falls in the forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you about TechWolf. TechWolf accelerates corporate skills tech market with a $43 million round. This is Josh, our friend Josh Burson, joshburson.com. So you can go learn a little bit more about TechWolf. He does a great analysis, as he always does with this type of stuff, because he knows the space, both learning and skills, really, really well. So I look to him with stuff like this. So
yeah,
where they're different, where TechWolf is different, where they've approached it differently, is like Oracle, all the ones, SAP, Oracle, Workday, they've all created their own taxonomies. Everyone else has created their own taxonomy. What TechWolf does is it's middleware powered by AI, skills middleware powered by AI to take your taxonomy, whatever you've got going on, and normalize it and get people to understand what you're saying. So if you're saying this, then this can then interpret that.
Right.
Now, here's why this company is going to do well. SAP, Workday, and Acadian, to name a few, are investors. So when a Workday and SAP invest in your company, you're going to exit.
Yeah.
So
they're not getting in just to get in because it's cool kids.
Well, they're hedging their bets because they built their own skills taxonomies. So is Oracle. They've built their own skills platform. They built their own, and they're investing in this play.
Right.
So TechWolf. Anyhow, I think we just got back with Cornerstone, and we're talking all about skills agility, workforce agility, and skills-based hiring, skills, drinking game. This is just a different approach because they're not saying there's a one way or another. They're saying, no, we can accept all of them. And we'll normalize it to where everyone in the organization can understand what the hell you're saying.
TechWolf. All right. Recruitment Smart secures $2 million to expand in the Middle East and enhance its AI-driven talent acquisition solutions for diverse and inclusive training. I had to read that because I couldn't remember that.
100%.
Yeah. So this is not what we're supposed to say, but I don't know anything about really what they do. I don't know the company. I saw that they got some funding and trying to learn a little bit about it, so maybe we can get them on the use case, right? Learn a little bit more about what they're doing. But look, $2 million is $2 million, and it looks more of the same of what we already know in the market around diversity and things like that.
Yeah, but dude, to expand into the Middle East and talk about diversity and inclusion, that's pushing a boulder uphill.
Yeah,
which they're having trouble recruiting white collar talent. A lot of those folks, they've got scarcity, and that might be one of the reasons they have scarcity is because they're not amping up their diversity and DEI, etc. Right. So it could be a cool play from that perspective. It's like you've got area, let's just say the Middle East in general, struggling to get talent, scarcity. And why are they struggling? They need money.
They got plenty of money out there.
Money ain't it. Playoffs. So money's not the problem. But it could be, well, why would I work with a company that doesn't believe, let's just say part of the LGBTQ community doesn't believe that I exist or that I should. Right. So I could see that being a cool play, actually.
Yeah. They'll need a lot more money to
market.
Educate, but let's maybe we'll get them on. We'll see what they're up to.
I'd like that. Karma Check raises $45 million in Series B to modernize background checks and credentialing. This is a Karma Check, so Karma, like
this
Karma
Credit
Police.
Karma?
Close. Karma Check. CHECK.com. So they would be in our world, the background screening, the identity, that would be in that world. So you can just go to their website and understand the Series B, kind of what they want to do with the money and all that stuff. But credentialing and identity verification are the new black. Mm-hmm. That's what people are caring about is, are you who we say you are, etc. And so good for them. Again, another firm that we probably need to get on the use case, talk a little bit more about how they're different than First Advantage or Sterling or, whatever. Like, what are they doing that's different? And so, but that's a big raise. It's a Series B, but it's a big raise.
Yeah. 45 is 45.
45 is 45. Colt 45. Okay. So.
I haven't had that in a long time.
Oh, baby. One of my favorites. So, Willia secures $4 million in seed funding to rebrand as an HR SaaS platform supplied for supply chain. Found this on venturecapital.com. And they rebranding their name. So they used to be called something different. And they changed. They used some of the money to change their name. They're using some of the money to change to Willia, WILAYA.
Yeah.
So
I like the name.
I like it. I like the new name. Yeah. What's your take on Willia?
Well, they solved the problem of labor shortages and skills.
Right.
So frontline manufacturing, digitizing, the supply chain sector, and all that stuff. I like it. They're, from what I was able to find, they're going to be using this to fund or fund better ways to target their skills operation, real-time scheduling, flex shifts, all of the issues that we hear every single day in these organizations, which there's a lot of tech in this space that does this. Why is this still a problem? Like I always think this in my mind. Why is this still a problem if there's so much tech that's out there? Is it a sales issue? These people, like the companies can't sell into these companies, or is it a buying issue? They don't trust that they're gonna fix these issues. What's the deal with that? That's what keeps coming to my mind.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's first of all, I think there's, is it too much tech? I think people are looking for an answer to solve a lot of different things, and they're getting these little slices, death by 1,000 cuts, death by 1,000 tech cuts, and so I think that's one of the things I think we're just going to fuel second part of the year and all of next year, maybe the year after that is just acquisitions. We're just we won't be talking as much about funding as we will be the 15 different acquisitions that happen in a given week.
Right.
Well, let me give you the last one. Are you ready? Care Hires secures £1.7 million in funding to advance AI-driven agency staffing in the social care sector. So, first of all, this is workforce management platform in the agency world for social care. So that's a lot of things. It's talking about really niche. So this is tech for the agencies that work in an industry called social care. Okay. So go to carehires.com and you can read about both the funding round and what they're going to do with it, etc. Looks like a cool company, quite frankly. And the niche This is what I tell startups pretty much every day. It's like it isn't a game of being dominant at everything or being all things to all people. It's finding some little tiny little world thing and be the best at it that you can be.
Yeah. And 1.7, great. But sounds a little low compared to that 45 million. But congrats on that for sure.
100%. You'll take
100%. It's not easy to get, so congratulations. But that brings us to the end of the barf, which means if you're watching, you could see, maybe if it's not reversed, I get to go fishing. And William, I don't know, what are you doing today? Anything fun? You're not going to the pool party because you weren't invited.
No, I was invited. My wife is a social person, and I am not, and nor have I ever been. So she'll occasionally.
You love going to dinner.
Oh yeah,
and not showing up.
Yeah, that's. I'll tell people I'll go.
Yeah, that's an art.
Very rare will I.
Anyhow. It was fun. We had a lot of good stories. So thank you all for listening. Subscribe, like us, love us, all that stuff. And we do have no travel for the summer, which is amazing.
Not yet.
That's awesome. Not yet. We will soon. But in the fall, we'll be out there. So if you're listening to this 100%. And it happens to be September-ish, come find us.